Oh gosh darn it. The kids have been out here partying in the fields again. I'll tell Martha. Oh no. The birds have got to my corn. Oh man, they picked the corn dry. All the ears are gone. I'm gonna have to do something about them birds. This ought to do the trick. All right, Scary Larry. Work your magic. Hopefully we come back in a week and everything's blooming. You look scary. Oh my goodness gracious. Larry, what the heck happened? What happened to you? They ripped you apart. They impaled your head, Larry. The bird. Oh. I can feel my temper flaring. I am very angry right now, and none of my buds are blooming. We're gonna have to take this up to level 11. This ought to do the trick. Take that, you sons of guns. They're not even phased. They're still flapping around up there. I'll show you, birds. You come here. Yeah. You take that, birds. One more for the road. That'll get you. All is well on the farm. Now I can sit back, relax, and enjoy the fruits of my labor. Oh, what the heck, man? Welcome to Demolition Ranch. My name is Matt. I'm glad that you are here today. We filmed a Play-Doh video a few months ago, and it was really interesting to see a kid toy to see how bulletproof it is. No real reason, but we just wanted to know because it's something that everyone grew up playing with. And that video was interesting to see how much it could stop, and it made me start thinking about silly putty. For those who don't know what silly putty is, it looks like clay, but it is very different from clay. It's very liquidy. If you pull it really slowly, it just stretches out and keeps stretching, and very stretchy. It will go forever. But if you do it really fast, it breaks like a solid, which is really weird. And then again, if I go slow, it just stretches all the way out. So I thought maybe we should order a bunch of it. Come check this out. So this is 10 pounds of silly putty, and you can tell it's kind of oblong, kind of squishing down. When I put it on this table, I wrapped it up like a snail and put it here, and it was a circle, and it's just kind of slowly sinking down. But if you try to hit it, it's like a rock. It's not like slime. It's not like Play-Doh. If I hit Play-Doh, my fist would squish down in there. This stuff, whenever you hit it fast, it is like concrete. But if you do it slow, it acts like water, and will just stretch all the way out. But fast, it'll rip. Which makes me wonder, if you hit it with a bullet, which is going very fast, will it also act like concrete? So we're here to find out. First up, 22 long rifle out of the Ruger. I'm pretty sure this thing is going to stop in the silly putty. Here's our hit. Actually went through. Crazy. Okay, I'm gonna shoot it again. I'm gonna squat down a little bit so it's not going down an angle. We'll shoot it one more time and see if that stops again. Round two. All right, there's our first hit, there's our second hit. That one stayed in there. Okay, so when we weren't going at an angle, it did stop at 22. We are gonna up the game, shoot with a real caliber now. 9mm out of this little carbine. 9 should go through it, I think. Oh, it chunked a lot. There's our hit right there, actually in between our two 22 shots. And cool, came right out the back. All right, so that's pretty much the end of the video, I guess. Thanks for watching. Oh wait, no, we got way more. Perfect. Okay, notice the shape it's in, and give us 5 minutes and come back. It's gonna be all ta-da. You can see it's kind of just melting. It'll continue to do that. But what's really interesting is how hard it is to mess with when it's like this. Like, silly putty, when you just have a little bit, it's super easy to play with and stretch it around. When you have this much though, if you wanted to tear off a handful, it's really hard. Ugh, like, does not want to move. So let's just shoot it. Okay, I rolled it up so it's kind of all bunched up and not as blobby now. I hope this thing stops. I think it did. Yeah, crazy. Okay, we have no exit wound. 9mm went in right there. Make sure it didn't go down and go through the table. Yeah, it's still in there somewhere. So we stopped at 9mm. We're gonna have to go up and calibrate again. That's the worst luck, guys. This is a 357 Magnum. This is a Chiappa Rhino. This is their snubby in the OD green. What's interesting about the Rhino is the barrel is actually firing out of the bottom of the cylinder. Most revolvers fires out of the top, so the barrel's up here, which rocks your hand back. This one kind of keeps it a straight push back. Got some fiber optic sights on there, and 357 Magnum is about the same size as the 9mm, but it's going way faster, so we should have a better chance of penetrating through, all the way through, but I don't think it's gonna go through. Jeez, that hit hard. There's our hit. No exit. Crazy. This is a foot deep here. And I don't know how far it's going, but it is not going all the way through, which is wild. Okay, let's shoot something bigger. Another very fast round. This is the 5.7 by 28. We're shooting it out of the FN 57. This thing is going super fast, super flat shooting gun, but it's so light. This is gonna stop it for sure. This is not going through. The 5.7 is a tiny little bullet. You can see a 357 hole versus the 5.7 hole. No exit wound. Yeah, that didn't even have a chance of going through this. It's like a rock. How about a big version of that 5.7? This is the 5.56, the round that an AR-15 shoots. Much faster, much bigger. It's got a pretty good chance of getting through. I think it's stopping. Place your guess in the comments below. Does an AR-15 make it through this silly putty, or does it stop as well? I think it might have stopped. There's our hole right there. So 357, 5.56, 5.7. Dude, nothing. This is crazy. Silly putty it's so soft, but it is stopping bullets in 1 feet of silly putty. We have bigger guns still. Just in like the 5 minutes between shooting that AR-15 and now, like, look how flat and long this thing is getting. So we're gonna shoot an AK at it next, but I'm gonna set it back up and let it kind of start flattening out this way a little bit so that we have a controlled test. You know, Demolition Ranch is big on the scientific method, so we don't want to give anything any advantages. Look at this, just sinking down. This is some weird stuff. All right, if I get to stand, I'm just gonna shoot it like that. This is thinner than before. This is probably 8 inches thick. Let's see if that'll stop. A 7.62 by 39. 7.62 by 39, coming in hot. Oh, I think that went through. Oh yeah, for sure. So hold on, let me find entry. So there's our entry hole right there, and our exit hole is right here. Okay, so we are going to shoot this again when we flatten it out. Let's get back to our scientific method, back to about a foot. We'll shoot it again and see if we can actually stop a 7.62. Round 2 on a wider block now. I think it's gonna stop. There's our hit right there. Oh, straight through again. Came right out. Okay, now what I wanna see is if we turn this whole thing long ways, if an AK-47 can shoot all the way through it. AK-47 going long ways into the silly putty. let's see what we got here. So there's our hit, obviously. Yeah, nothing. Nothing came out. All right, let me check the bottom. Roll it over. Nope, we're good. Oh, this is air. I thought it might be something there. Okay, the other weird part is we can't like trace these because the holes just collapse instantly because this stuff is like a liquid. It's weird. Okay, we do have one larger caliber that could make it through here, but probably not. I bet nothing is gonna get through this. This stuff is so hard. 50 BMG, we're gonna shoot my favorite round, the blue tip, because I kinda want it to explode inside the silly putty and see what happens. All right, I think it's going through and I think it's gonna, oh man, the real question is it gonna throw silly putty or is it gonna stick together? Firing. Dude, killed it. Look at that. So, you can see it's all black in there. The incendiary did go off. Wow, split it all the way back to here. That thing came out. Look at that. You can follow right down the path. Dude, disgusting, really gross. It came out right here and carried on. So to set that off, you have to hit a pretty hard impact, which that did obviously, because it started blowing up right here. Golly. Okay, 50 BMG, you're crazy. How did I even split this? Dude, that is wild. We're gonna put this on the gun safe and then we'll watch in a future episode to see it just kind of oozing down over time. Yeah, another little ornament for our range. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Demolition Ranch. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Contact line! It's quite simple. There's only one rule in the demolition. You don't tell Mayor.